Jay, do you have a note?
Just give me a second.
Okay. Okay, we need to take a break. We need to take a break. When we come back, agree on what we'll work on.
Okay.
time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Can we have an agreement on the topic that we like to focus on?
I think I think we should start with the schedule and the new policy on losing bonus, and then we should go to 1099s.
Okay. What's the desired outcome for that?
Just to calculate the amount of reductions. So quick calculation on amount of reductions so far, and how to prevent additional reductions. I don't think it'll take 24 minutes, but yeah, let's do it.
Let's say, okay, let me put like 20 to 10 to 13 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay, let me get it up.
All right, so basically the calculations are pretty simple. We currently have Cobalt we currently have Andromeda every day, and we have Phoenix every day. So 7 days a week, so that's 14 sessions per week. So if we just calculate the whole month, it would be 1.5 hours per session times
Please stop
20
and get
days in a
ready.
month.
Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2,
And
3.
2
Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So that should be 87 hours per month of assigned, of agreed upon work that the team has agreed to do. 87 hours per month. Okay, so one session being 1.5 hours would be equivalent to 1.7%. So every session that we miss is 1.7% reduction in bonuses and pay. So I would say we've missed 2 Phoenix sessions and 1 Andromeda. So that would be 3 sessions. So we would multiply this 1.7% by 3. And then that equals 5%. We've already lost 5% of all of our pay because we simply are not doing the agreed upon work.
But then now, when you count on Phoenix, that there is no Phoenix.
How do you know? Where do you verify that? Because I brought it up literally like.
Why should I verify that there is no Phoenix?
Where do you
It's not
verify that?
working.
Exactly.
And
Why
why are you
It's not working,
verifying
so
the
we need
Phoenix
to
is there?
officially
Now
remove
not accept the
Phoenix
Phoenix.
sessions. Every time I brought up Phoenix, people are like, "Oh no, I'm doing Phoenix, so we're still going to do Phoenix. We're still going to do Phoenix." It's like we're not doing Phoenix.
Can you even check where I say there is no Phoenix during when you bring the messages?
It's an official
We should not pause whatever.
schedule.
There is
This
no
is an
Phoenix.
official decision by the organization and agreement of our official professional schedule. It shouldn't be a think. It shouldn't be a maybe. I shouldn't have to bring it up over and 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 over again. People need to take their schedule professionally.
That one, I don't accept any losing for Phoenix. No, I don't accept that.
Okay, but this is
Because
the whole
there is
point of
no
the policy.
Phoenix.
The whole point of the policy is everyone
It's
ignores
just
it.
that, like, why should we force people something that is not there? Surely, even you yourself, you know, it is not there.
No, it's not about forcing
So
anyone.
we just
It's about
reduce
the
the
only
value.
thing.
Okay, anyway,
The
let's just
only
continue
thing.
reducing the value.
The only thing that you're forced to do is to make a decision. If people do not want to work during Phoenix, then they need to make it clear, and we need to have an official decision
Who
that
was that?
nobody.
Did I even say I will work on that?
Yes, everybody
I've
was.
never worked on Phoenix.
Actually, you have.
There
But either
was
way,
no,
now in Co-op
there is
2.0,
no
we all
successful
follow the
session.
same policies. Co-op 2.0, we all follow the same policies.
1, 2,
Oh my
3,
God, this
4,
is just
5. Open your eyes.
But why can't we just make an official decision and have clarity on our schedule? That is what I'm asking. It's this simple. It's professional to know what our schedule is. What's not professional is to continue to ignore it. I've literally brought up over 30 or 40 times that we need to
But I'm
adjust
not
the
feeling.
schedule, and we never do it. And this
I'm
is the
not
reason
feeling.
why we have this policy, is because nobody ever wants
It
to
just
address the
to
schedule.
screw somebody who is like me, who is showing up. Because people who don't care, they just jump once, they disappear. They come at their own willing time. The way they feel like they're just coming and go. And for Lucy, because I'm very
Yeah,
serious
but
about
the
this.
thing, Lucy, is that if you cared about showing up, you would have made sure someone showed up on time today. But you
How can
didn't.
I make someone? I'm not in Nigeria, I'm not in Cameroon, I'm not in every part of the
You
world.
send a message.
Everybody,
You send a message.
everybody
You
has
ask people to show up.
everybody have the responsibility to know what they're doing. They have the
No,
Lucy,
it's your responsibility to
why should
communicate
we
with the
force?
team.
Why should we force people? These people are forcing me
That's
now.
my whole
Like,
point,
not
Lucy.
to
If
do
we
any
don't
work.
want to have a schedule, then we just cancel the entire schedule, and then nobody has to show up. That's fine. If that's what we want agreement on, is that no one has to show up for any sessions, then we have no official schedule. That is my entire point. So either we have agreement on a schedule or we don't. There is no in between. It is completely unprofessional to not have a schedule. So either there is no schedule or we have a schedule. There cannot be this confusion about whether people need to show up or not. It's unacceptable.
There
It's
is no
unprofessional. It needs to
schedule
end.
as Phoenix J, please. Don't screw my point.
Where?
That
Just show me where I can verify that, because I don't want to talk about it ever again.
Okay, you have your
And
Phoenix.
I've talked about it over and over and over and over again,
Okay,
and nobody can verify that it
anyway,
doesn't
just
exist.
do what's good for you.
What is good for me is to have agreement on the schedule. That's my whole point. Instead of getting agreement on the schedule, let's just get agreement on our schedule so that it's clear. We need a professional schedule. It's the beginning of the month. We need a clear agreement on our professional schedule. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. It's a requirement for work. If you want to go work somewhere where no one gives a crap about when anyone shows up for work, go do that. But here we need agreement on a professional schedule where people agree to show up for the days that are agreed upon, and then you show up. Currently, our agreed upon days are Phoenix every single day and Andromeda every single day. That is our current agreed upon schedule that was approved by the organization in an official decision. And then there's never been any change to that, even though I brought it up 30 or 40 times over and over and over again, and everyone just ignores me. So now we have this policy that says if you want to continue to ignore the official schedule and not have a professional schedule, we are going to be reducing people's bonuses and pay because it's outrageous. Do you understand?
There is no one even will be reducing. That is loosely reducing.
That's fine. So then why don't you work with me to get an official schedule set up right now? It'll take 5 minutes. So we can sit here and argue for 3 hours, or we can just get agreement on a schedule and then we're done. We can move on with our lives. It's a professional schedule. This is a professional workplace. If you want to work here, we need a professional schedule and you need agreement on when people are showing up on a regular schedule. Otherwise, there is no regular schedule, which is the other alternative, which we can just propose. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the options would be, Andromeda every day, 7 days per week. We could do Phoenix every day, 7 days per week, or we could do no schedule at all, or we could do 5 days per week Andromeda, or we could do 3 days per week Andromeda, or we could do 6 days per week Andromeda. Whatever it is, I don't care. We just need agreement on a freaking professional schedule. And whatever days we agree to, either people show up or you don't get paid. It's not complicated. And you show up on time for the agreed upon schedule. And this has nothing to do with you, Lucy. It's about the entire organization being accountable. And if you don't care about the organization and the co-op being accountable to our schedule, then that's an even bigger problem. So let's get
People
agreement
want to be
on
the
our
one, they
schedule.
don't care, Jay. Don't put me the word of don't care.
Okay, then let's care and get it taken care of. And we're going to be doing recruitment, and we need our schedule to be clear for all the new recruits. So when we do the recruitment,
Why
we tell
don't you
this is
do
our
it?
schedule, and you show up these days, or you don't get
Me, I'm
paid.
just
You get
showing up
released.
for Andromeda. I don't know about. I'm for Andromeda. The rest I don't know. We don't
How many
have
days?
Phoenix.
No, there is. It's not about not knowing, Lucy. We need clarity. We need to know exactly. So either we have agreement exactly.
Clarity from
professional schedule.
what, Jay? You know, sometimes you just complicate. You just want someone to talk. You just want
No,
to have
I just want to
misunderstanding.
get
You
agreement
want
on our
somebody to look
schedule.
like a bad person.
No,
I
actually, no,
don't
you're the one who keeps
know
talking
what
about that.
is
I
this
just want
all
agreement
about.
on a clear professional schedule for our co-op. That's it. So you want to do Andromeda 7 days per week? Is that the proposal, or what do you want to do?
Some days for a week, I'm always Andromeda. Why should
So
you
is
say
that 7
someone
days a week?
who is always appearing every day on Andromeda? Not me. 7 days,
Why?
yes.
The slots are filling up.
Well, can you do mine or 15 minutes?
Well, where's your
How can I help?
My card? Oh,
Did
yeah.
you get all the
Time
numbers?
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Here, I'll check in like 15 minutes. So I don't understand what the big deal is of just getting agreement on our schedule so that we have clarity what our official schedule is. Like, it shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't even be controversial. It should just be, this is our schedule. And we show up when we agree to show up. Otherwise, we need to get agreement to not have a schedule. Because do you understand the policy that every single session we miss, we will be reducing our bonuses and pay by 1.7%. Do you understand?
Yeah, let's reduce even up to 0%, no problem.
Okay, great. So we have clarity on the policy. So the question is, what is going to be our professional schedule?
You forced to be a Phoenix, so Phoenix that is not there. You
No, I'm not
it.
forcing anything. You have to have consensus. We have to agree on the schedule. Everything is done by consensus. Do you know what consensus is, or do I need to explain it?
I don't no need of you explaining it to me.
Okay, so can we just focus on the proposal and get agreement instead of just arguing about nothing?
Yes.
Like nothing is being
I
forced
already
upon
said
you.
7
Everything is
days.
being agreed upon. So what is it? Andromeda 7 days a week?
Andromeda, don't work Phoenix. I've never would do any work during that time.
Yes, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about the team. The team has been
No one
required to
is
do
working
Phoenix
during that time.
for
You say now
months
we
and
have
months and months.
agreement. When I say Andromeda, you say again it's your team. So now if I say Andromeda, you say it's a team. I don't know what to say.
No, but
again.
just stop talking about Phoenix. Can we just focus on what we want? So you're saying the proposal is Andromeda 7 days a week, 1.5 hours, right? Proposal is agreement that all teams within the co-op ensure that we do Andromeda 7 days per week for 1.5 hours per day. Is that the agreement?
Yes.
Also, every 5 minutes is 0.1%. So missing being 5 minutes late or missing parts of the session
Time
is
for breath.
equal
Please stop
to
and get ready. Now
1%.
inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So that means if you're less than 5 minutes late, so if you are less than 5 minutes late, there is no reduction. Okay.
Mhm.
If the team is less than 5 minutes late. So, and then it's clear that no one individual is required to work any particular day. Everyone is responsible for making sure the session happens. If that requires recruitment, then we recruit. If we miss a session, in addition to the 1.7% reduction in pay, we also do 2 hours policy training. But it's not 1.7%. So we have to recalculate. So now with the new calculations, so now we're saying it's only Andromeda. So that means there's only one octant. So the total hours is 43.5 hours. So every session is 3.4%. So if we miss a session, we lose 3.4% of our pay. So if we calculate out the minutes, let's get the minutes here. So this would be 1.5 hours. So it'd be 90 minutes. So that is equal to 0.04. So it should be times 2 or 3 minutes. It could be 3 minutes. Okay, so you can be up to 3 minutes late. Okay, does that make sense that it's 3.4%, not 1.7?
Yes.
So this would be our professional schedule that we're required that everybody's required. So if you can't make it on time and you don't want to lose, so if you're 15 minutes late, 15 minutes times 0.01%, 0.1% is going to be equivalent to.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I think it's 1.5%. So basically, if you're going to be 15 minutes late and you don't want to lose 1.5% of all of your bonuses and all of your pay, then you need to communicate with the team. You need to tell everybody, hey, I'm late. You don't tell me. You tell everybody someone else needs to show up. I can't make it on time. I don't want to lose 1.5% of all my pay. Somebody else needs to show up on time. Oh, no one can show up on time? We need to do recruitment. This is unacceptable. And that comes from you, not me. Does that make sense? So unless you want to, if you don't want to lose your 1.5% for being 15 minutes late, then you need to communicate with the team and make sure other people are showing up on time. If you cancel and you can't show up for the day, that's fine. You make sure someone else shows up. If we can't find people to show up, we need to do recruitment. Right? It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that this is a professional workplace, and if we are not showing up for work when we agreed to, we need to do recruitment. Do you understand?
Yes.
And again, it has nothing to do with you. It's just about having a professional workspace. People can be sick. People don't have to show up. I don't know. People can take leave.
Even
Right?
people themselves, they should be professional. People should be professional for their job.
Yeah, this is
I don't
what
know
that
why people
professional means.
see,
Is that
you
if they
know,
don't show
these
up, then they
these
lose their
places
pay.
look like a milk, whereby the flies can come and enter, dies there, go. You know, you need to be professional to your work, no matter how small the organization is. I don't know why is it like you need to push people for them to be professional. We should think out of box. Why people are not taking things serious.
Because people have their own lives.
Then
Everyone
if
has
they
their own
have
life,
their
something
own
else to
life,
do.
why should we forced to be following up them, forced to follow who
Because
are
we're a
they?
team. If you don't want to work as a team, then you can
The
be an
team
individual
is
worker and do a
professional
separate
people
contract.
who are professional.
So we
Maybe
should do
maybe the way
recruitment and we should hire
professional
professional
from me.
people. Let's do recruitment and hire professional people. I think that's great. Wonderful. Let's do it. Sound good?
Madam, I'm not even against anything that organization say, whether doing recruitment, but
Okay, but
following
what are you
people who know
pro? What do you support? I meant a supportive consensus. I want to know what you support. I don't really care what you're not against. I'm curious, what do you support? What are you excited about? Are you excited about professional work, recruiting professionals who show up to work at the scheduled agreed upon time? Do you support that or not? Like what are you excited about? What do you want to support?
Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
For me, let's just recruit people. I don't expect anyone professional because everybody just come. The first thing when you tell someone you are free to come at any time, it's we have a different. We are living in a different world, and the way American may be leading their things, they're doing it differently. But the way we African are doing things are different. When you tell somebody just you are not it's not a must to be here. That for us an African mind, you come in the way you want. That is our mentality for
Okay,
Africans.
but that's exactly what we're saying. We're saying right here that everyone's required to make sure we do 1.5 hours a day, 7 days a week, Andromeda. And if you don't do that, you're getting a reduction in pay, 3.4% every session. That's what
There
that
should
means.
be even a policy. There should be even a policy. If somebody is disappearing for 5 days without communication,
They get
no need
fined.
of
That's our policy. We already have a
there's no need
policy.
of getting them even to like we need to go back and vote for them.
But
They
that's
just
already
know
our
that
policy. That's
according to the
already our
policy they
policy.
are gone.
If
But
someone
we are
disappears
told
for
you
5
need to
days,
follow
then
up.
they are removed. We remove them. But we need to give them a warning. We need to do the work. So I think it's after 2 days they get a warning. 3 days they get deactivated. 4 days they are, told they're removed from the budget, and then by 5 days they're just completely gone. That's our
Even
policy.
I send them to do the potential income. I only saw Mamun saying I have done. Everybody was silent. Who is having budget? I don't know.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
no one responded except Mamun. Sandra was saying I'm going to do it, and there is nothing. And the same these
okay,
people will just come one, will bring issues, then they disappear. If those people who are all even there here to do the work, even when we do the recruitment, we are going to be as a team, we are going to win. So now people are just scattering, coming the way they want. If they hear, I remember they came when they hear the budget was ready. The time we sent about the budget, everybody was appearing. Let's say today there is no, we are going to pay these people this money. Hey, everybody is here. They don't want to do anything. They just want to give people stress. Let's
okay.
do the
So
recruitment.
again,
Whoever is there
I
is
can't
fine.
control anything, Lucy. I can't control anybody. I can't control you. Everyone's going to do whatever they want. So I'm requesting you right now to get agreement on this proposal so that we can have a
Yes,
clear
I'm yes for the proposal. Yes, 7.
Okay, so do we have any questions on the proposal to agree that all the teams within the co-op ensure that we do Andromeda 7 days per week, 1.5 hours per day? Do we have any questions?
Yeah. Oh, the only question that I have: what about if somebody can do self-driven anytime? Is that still
Self-driven has nothing to do with
allowed?
this. This is a recorded active session, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah, agree.
driven
7.
out? No, absolutely not. Recorded active session with a minimum of 2 workers. If we can't get 2 workers to come to work at our agreed upon team sessions, we need to do recruitment. Period. All right. Okay. Any other
Yeah.
questions?
Let me see if I have. Why you say if the team is less than 5 minutes late, there is no reduction? Being 5 minutes late or
3 minutes.
missing part of the session 0.5.
3 minutes late for missing part of a session is equal to 0.03 minutes. So if you are less than 3 minutes late, there's no reduction.
So who is going to do that every day end of the session? Is
Do
that
what?
the individual or the team?
I understand. Do what?
Like to do all this calculation now 0.1% value reduction. Let's say Martin's come like 15 minutes, I have been there on time. Is he still going to enjoy not his value is not reduced because I have been there on time? Just an example.
We would just document this as a pay stop. So the deadline is showing up on work on time. If people don't want to show up and work on time, then it's a reduction. So you're getting, in this case, we have a what did we calculate it as? We currently have like a 5% reduction, which is why we're doing this. No, 5% reduction for not doing sessions.
Wow. Okay.
And
I'm
that's why we're
asking
talking about this
individual who
at
are
all.
coming late. So
It's
with
not
that
about
5%
individuals.
reduction.
This has nothing to do with individuals. This is a across the team
And
board
time
reduction
to
to
start. Please
everybody.
get focused on the session.
So if basically if you're 3 minutes late, that's a 0.1% reduction on every single person across the board in the entire co-op. It has nothing to do with individuals. You understand?
And why are you putting this 5% calculating even with the Spanish team? That I think COBOL is not for. We don't have any session with the COBOL. That was the Spanish team.
No, this is just Andromeda, and this does not affect the Spanish team. So let's make sure that is
So are
clear.
we still going to count that is phonics again? Are we still going to say there is phonics, or we are done now with this coming up with the policy?
We're saying that the agreement with all teams is that we're doing Andromeda 7 days per week, 1.5 hours per day. So we are removing Phoenix.
We already have an agreement. The powerful people who are present, not people who are absent.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
We already voted for it. If we vote it fast, we cannot wait for them. We don't know where they are showing up. Maybe they show next year. Are we going to show them? Maybe next month. Are we going to wait for them? We are going to agree as now. We don't have. There is no again going to talk about Phoenix. Whoever will come with the Phoenix, that person will be serious, and there should be a policy whereby if you agree there's something and you refuse, you will be also there is a higher percentage to be reduced on your pay because they say they want to do the session, then they disappear.
Okay, so what is the question? I don't understand.
My question is, I think I'm not. We are not going to be out of. We are now out of Phoenix. We are not going to calculate any percentage again because we are not sure when will they show up. Like for Martin was showing up once, coming
Nobody
back.
does Phoenix. That's why we created this policy. This is literally the reason why this policy was created, is because no one gave any craps about Phoenix, and no one even was willing to talk about it. So I brought it up 30 or 40 times, and nothing happened. And it is a waste of my time. It's unprofessional, and it's out of control. So basically, we have a new policy that says that if you guys want to stop going to sessions, that's fine. But then we're going to start reducing your bonuses and your pay. So it's like No,
So
just you don't
punishment.
randomly just stop coming to sessions. You schedule and you make sure we have a professional agreed upon schedule for the team, the co-op, and then you show up at the times that were agreed to. And then anytime you want to change it, you can change the schedule, but you don't just like stop showing up. That's unprofessional and unacceptable. And if you do that, you will get reductions in bonuses and base pay across the board to everybody equally, including myself.
So I'm asking, are we still going to go back to is still issue of phonics again? Say now we have these policies. Are
I
we
don't even know
still
what you're
going
saying.
to talk about
The
the
proposal
session
is
for
the
phonics
agreement on
again?
Andromeda
You're
7
not
days per
responding
week.
to me to that.
There is no other octant that we're proposing to do work. Only one octant, Andromeda 7 days per week.
So that means no Phoenix again. Okay.
This
Thank
proposal
you.
is not
No
including
Phoenix.
Phoenix. It is including Andromeda 7 days per week, and we're removing Phoenix from our regular official schedule.
Okay, fine. I'm voting 7.
Well, are there any other
Remove.
questions?
Reducing my.
Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions?
No.
Hello? Are there any other are there concerns?
Of course, a lot of concerns. It's going to be like any minute you lose the pay, you lose the bonus. Again, you have a pay stop. It's just like running
Yes, if you
upside
don't
down.
show up for your scheduled work
A
time,
lot
you
of
should not
policies.
expect to get paid. That is exactly correct. So if you don't want to show up on time for your scheduled work, you should not be expecting to get paid. Absolutely. That is exactly the point of this policy. So people
That
want to
means if
schedule
you are just
professionally,
late,
they
if
show up on
someone
time.
late, maybe somewhere, there will be no need of showing up when you are late, because it is going to be the same.
No,
Like when you are.
if you show up 15 minutes late, it'll be a 0.5% reduction across the board. If you show up an hour and a half late and miss the whole session, it'll be 3.4%. So every 3 minutes you are late, it's going to be adding a 0.1% reduction. So every single minute you wait to show up for work, you're going to be losing more and more and more. The whole team, not just you, everybody in the entire co-op. So everybody in the co-op is counting on the workers showing up on time as a professional organization. And you don't want to schedule and work show up on time, this is not the correct place for you. You go somewhere that doesn't care if you show up for work or not. We care that people show up for work on time, professionally, at the time that they agreed to be present to get paid.
1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
So people do not want to show up on time for their work sessions. This is not the correct location for them to be working. They should work somewhere else where you don't need to show up on time for work. Okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I show up on time every day and I just sit around waiting for people, and it's unacceptable. We show up on time for our scheduled work session together, and no one should have to sit around waiting for anyone else. And if people don't want to show up on time, then they shouldn't be getting paid. Like, you're getting paid to show up on time. That's the whole point of getting paid to do work, is to be on time. In fact, in our new schedule model, you should be 15 minutes early to coordinate on Discord before the session.
Do you even count those minutes that you are doing 15 minutes, 30 minutes? I saw that
so
on
we're
proposal.
counting in the new model. We have a proposal
because those
that the
minutes are
total
not
amount
counted.
of time. We have a new model that the total amount of time will be 2 hours. So the session is an hour and a half, and we show up on time for the session. And then people should be starting 15 minutes early and then having 15 minutes of follow-up afterwards. And that's going to be 2 hours total. Okay, that's the proposal. So we need to add that in, and then that would be calculated into all of our pay calculations for our deliverables. So every single deliverable is based on the number of sessions required to work, and the total amount of time per session, instead of being an hour and a half, will be 2 hours. So the base calculation for value for every single deliverable will be based on the number of sessions. So one session will be equal to 3 people for 2 hours. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So
But
before it was different.
being on time. Okay. Anyway, let's see what will work.
So yeah, so I'm proposing that we change all of the calculations from 1.5 hours to 2 hours, which will increase the amount of value in the multiplier for every single deliverable. But anyways, that we can do as part of our potential income. It really has nothing to do with this particular proposal. This proposal is about showing up on time for work, which is not about preparing for work or follow-up from work. It is about the actual 1.5 hours of the actual session, which is going to be showing up on time at the top of the hour. Okay?
Yeah, we need to take a break. We missed the break.
Well, can we get agreement on this or what? Any other concerns you want to list?
Yes, I'm in agreement. I say
Stop.
yes.
Close your eyes. Count.
Okay, so let's
1,
vote.
2,
I vote in
3,
seven.
4, 5.
I vote in
So
seven.
obviously, we need to get other people to vote on this. I will vote a 7.5. And then we need to bring this to the main session. So for now, we can put it into the decisions, and then we can ask everyone to vote on it and bring it into the main session. Okay?
Yes. Then let's take a break.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
I think we are done with the topic, right? We need to move on with the next topic.
Yeah, let's do a new topic for sure. Did you add it? Did you add the decision to decisions channel?
Yes, I did. Let's do the 1099, right?
Yes,
Time
the
for
1099s
breath.
is
Please
top
stop.
priority and it's client.
Inhale.
Hey.
1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Are we into agreement?
Yes, agreement.
Okay, let me create the tab.
Yeah, if we can get this done today, then we can get the full bonus. I don't know what the value is, but hopefully it's enough.
Okay.
So I don't currently know the status, but for me, the primary calculation, well, there was two things. There's 1099 for Innovate United LLC. So this is like payments to workers. And then there's also a good cause group, but we determined that there is no 1099 for a good cause group because the payments over $600 are made from personal accounts. So we don't need to worry about this one for now. So that brings us to Innovate United LLC and calculating the total income from the trust. So this would be from WCT Trust. So we'd be issuing a 1099 from the trust, I believe, to Innovate United LLC. But we'll double check. We can double check on that. Double check what we did.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So we're gonna double check what we did last year. Maybe we don't need any 1099s if that's the case. You know, last year we didn't do one. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I can get.
Yeah. So let's just double check on last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll be good.
I'm just trying to.
And then if last year says that we don't need to do anything, then that's it. We're done. We verified everything. If last year said we do need to do it, then we can get that done. Also, log into the 1099 website if you can find the process 1099. What is it? File 1099. I don't remember the website. We'll have to look at the responsibility training and see if we can get that organized.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay. Are we checking on forms? I don't see the. I don't see this information. Income WCT Trust. Oh, let me check WCTC.